It's no secret that Americans are living longer. The average life expectancy for men, about 78 years old. Women typically live into their 80s. With that in mind, the question becomes, how do we make our retirement dollars last? The Legacy Retirement duo, Greg and Kristen Taylor, back with some great advice. Always good to see you both.
Good to be here.
Yes.
So this is probably one of the biggest questions you guys get. I know we've talked about it before, and you're talking to your clients. They probably come into you, every single one of them, and say, listen, how do I not run out of money? That's it. I need the plan. Make it happen, right?
Got it. That's the number one fear
It really
we run
is.
across.
Yes.
And you know what you have to do is kind of peel back to the surface of that. Why are you afraid of running out of money? Is it because of how you're investing currently? Is it because of the amount of dollars you have saved? Are you on the cusp of even being able to retire?
Okay.
You know, there's so many questions that follow up that comment, right? That you have to see what the true problem is, what the underlying issue is.
Yeah, you really do, because as I mentioned earlier, doing the math, understanding where all the income sources are, how much money you've saved, and a lot of people just, they don't really even know what to expect. You know, so, oh, I heard I only need 75% of what I made when I was working to retire. I'm thinking, there's no way, because
Sure.
now you have time and health and energy and the ability to go do things that you've always wanted to do, and it costs money no matter what it is you want to do.
Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
typically we find you need a little bit more than what you were bringing home before to maintain that lifestyle in retirement.
Yeah.
So you guys are tasked then for your clients with making sure that they have a plan, right? That they don't run out of money. Is that kind of how you alleviate the fear?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the game changes completely when we come up with a plan. Now, you know, we won't say we're perfect. We can't always help everyone. There's some people with very unrealistic expectations
Sure.
coming
Right.
in, you know, and we have to have that tough conversation. No, you have to wait 5 more years to retire, or, you know, at the rate you're spending, you know, you're going to run out if you don't slow down the spending. And so once we get past those barriers and say, okay, this is what you actually will have to do to ensure that you're not going to run out. This is a realistic budget for you to go by. It's so fun to see the relief. I mean, that's probably our most fulfilling thing about what we do, is seeing that relief happen when there's actually a plan in place and they say, okay, I'm going to be okay. And then 5 years later, when the plan's still working,
Yes.
Sure.
seeing that face and that reaction, saying, this is actually working. I actually
Oh,
am
yes. In
getting
fact-
to do the things we talked
Yes,
about.
in fact, we
It's
just
so
had a
fun.
lady in maybe 3 weeks ago. She said, Greg, it's happening. January 1. She said, am I still good? I said, yes. I pulled out our income plan. It's actually on paper. It's a graph, it's a chart, and it shows exactly how the income is going to be laid out. I said, remember this, this, and this? She said, yes, I just want to make sure we were still good. I said, we're still good. And she just started crying right
Yep,
there. She said, I'm
yep.
so happy.
Because this is new for them. This is new for everybody that's going into retirement mostly. I mean, this is the first time they're doing it. It's a new stage of life.
Yeah.
They have no idea what to expect a lot of
Right.
times.
Yeah.
So they need that plan.
Yeah, and this is a new generation retiring as well. You know, 10 years ago, 15 years ago, they were different people. You know, they were more savers and very tight with the dollars in retirement years. A lot of people live so below what they actually are able to live by. And now this newer generation coming up, you know, they've helped their kids with college a lot more. They've had higher expenses. They maybe have bigger houses. And so that uncertainty really can be daunting for someone getting ready to retire.
And you guys are big fans of author Patrick Kelly. And today his book, I mean, this is kind of the crux of how people feel
Yes.
is they're stressed, right? When
They
they
really
go into
are.
retirement.
Yeah.
They don't have to be.
No.
They don't have to be. The title of the book we're going to give away today is called Stress-Free Retirement. Because when you understand how the game works and you understand the pieces that go together in this puzzle that really show you how you can live throughout retirement and not run out, and the tools that are necessary, in his book Stress-Free Retirement, Patrick Kelly really goes into the depths of that. And the first 10 callers today, we're going to offer his book complimentary, and it'll be a great read and great resource for people.
Yeah.
Okay, and I imagine you'll like the results after they come in and say, okay, whew, I can breathe now.
Yeah, so
Let's get
woosah,
ready to
yes,
retire.
yeah.
Exactly, it's a party.
Yeah.
All right, Greg, Kristen, thank you as always. Phone number is up on screen throughout, so thanks for being here, guys.
Good to be
You're
here.
welcome.